We have two integers a and b, and we know that the ratio a divided by b is in the interval 0.48 to 0.52. The question is, what are the possible values of b that would satisfy this condition? So let's formalize this problem. We are given two integers. We have to find the possible integer values of b that would satisfy the equation that a by b is within the range 0.48 to 52. For any integer b not equal to 0, we can multiply both sides of this equation by b to get a is within the range 0.48b to 0.52b. Now, what we can do is we can plug in the value, some values of b to see if any pattern emerges. So if we put, let's say, b equal to 1, we'll have a is within the range 0.48 to 0.52. Now, of course, there's no integer that lies in this range. So we can safely say that b equal to 1 does not satisfy this inequation. So we plug in some values, b equal to 1, 2, 3, and so on, to check whether there are any values of a that satisfy this condition. For b1, there's no integer a. For b2, we find that a equal to 1 satisfies it. For b equal to 3, there is no integer value of a. Similarly, for b equal to 4, there is one integer value of a. So let's generalize this and see if we can find an expression that could help us solve the problem for all integer possible values satisfying this condition. One thing we note here that is the length of interval 0.48b to 0.52b is 0.04b, and for an integer to lie within this range, this should be wide enough so that there are integer values lying on this range. So if 0.04b is greater than or equal to 1, this would mean that there is at least one unit wide and there is at least one integer value lying on it. So which means that if b is greater than or equal to 25, we would have integer values for a lying in this range. So all values of b greater than 25 would satisfy this. Now, what about smaller values? So if b is even, we see that 0.5b would also be an integer, which means, so let's say b is some integer value equal to 2k, 0.5b would be an integer value k, which means that this is also satisfying our condition because 0.5b is within this range of 0.48 to 0.52b. So let's plug in some value. So let's say b equal to 2, we get a valid integer value. For b equal to 4, we get a valid value, and so on, which means all even values for b would satisfy this condition as well, in addition to b being greater than or equal to 25. So what's the final set of values? So all integer values of b, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, and all values of b greater than or equal to 25 satisfy this condition, such that a divided by b would be within the range of 0.48 to 0.52. Now, this is of course excluding the negative values. If we were to include a negative as well, we would say that the modulus of b is even, and the modulus of b, the absolute value of b, is greater than 25. So all values satisfying this would satisfy the condition that a by b is within the range of 0.48 to 0.52. So this is the final answer for this question. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.